Washington, it's Husky Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Catching up with the Seminoles head coach pregame, they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Ollie, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Left side is right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Weinke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
He wants to throw it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open, he sees him, he throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Jones to throw. Moves to his right. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Right back to the well. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it to the right. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Extending the play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback?
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't and understand I can go get him right now I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play, went to the quarterback, got the sack.
Got a man, it's Brown. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down to the air. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Francis. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Now they'll run it to the right here, fighting off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Rid of it on the RPO. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Still looking for a man. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Ohio Bobcats. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action.
He'll take the deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in. It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign posted. 1st and goal and a chance for the first touchdown of the game. Jones wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Huskies! Fit it in the window for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Hard running there. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Throwing right, and they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Jones to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Showing off the arm. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Right side, it's Carr. Turning it on! And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Makes a catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Just barely got rid of it.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch open down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Working the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Touchdown Seminoles! Makes the grab in the corner. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll give it to Washington. Got the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Washington again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Jones to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Breaks into the open. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They put the brakes on it. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Can even operate in this noise. On the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
This quarterback is thinking to him.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped.